just trying to go the Kelvin Momo direction. He does change up things quite a lot, so you know, it's worth always following. Of course, I cannot play instruments, and I don't really have like certain plugins which will have like the most realistic sounding instruments that I used in private school a lot, but I just try to work with what I have to try and get the essence of how he's been creating some of his sounds. He likes to keep it quite groovy and moving, so I'm not adding too many things. Things are just being added, mostly like textures, just to give the song a little bit of a difference and it doesn't become too repetitive. So I just made a chord progression like this. Not the best chord progression, but I just thought. And that just laid the foundation of my sounds, and from there I was able to then like add a piano on the second section. Added additional shakers, and I was then able to now start working on my bass guitar. The bass guitar is essentially boo bass, and I just took out some mids, and I had two different controllers removing sounds, affecting this shift and affecting the slide. So it just, one of them pulling the slide makes it feel like it's being strummed a little bit, and then this shift just moves it about throughout the song. And this is all done using these two controllers. So I've got a peak controller, just this is affecting the shift, and I've got a basic sine, which is also has the peak controller affecting the bass level. That's affecting the slide, so that just gives it a bit more movement. And with the processing, a sound goodizer, EQ, as well as, what do you call this thing, as well as a bit of reverb and some parallel distortion. And that's just two guitar sounds from Flex layered on top of each other with some effects. And then afterwards I had my log drum. Log drum is quite simple. It's just a very short log drum with a high sustain, and for sort of like the bass portion of it, I used a bass tube here from Minisynth. It's a tube bass. It sounds close to the tube bass people use on private school. And then in this part of the song, I added some tambourine sounds just to add a bit more energy towards the end. And I hope you found this beneficial, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please remember to drop a like and to subscribe. Much appreciated.